One final bus ride for the Detroit Country Day Yellow Jackets. They are on the hunt for another state title in Class B. They get Detroit Community's Hurricanes, a battle of two Detroit teams here in the Class B finals in East Lansing. We welcome you inside the Breslin Student Event Center. Dan Gutowski, my partner, is Tim McCormick. We'll be joined by Justin White momentarily. But, Tim, we've got to talk about this matchup. The Yellow Jackets, a perennial Class B powerhouse. What entices us about this year's game?
I love the pageantry of high school basketball. These young men have been training a lifetime for 32 minutes of winning a state championship. They learn about character, teamwork, camaraderie, leadership. All of those things come together, and at the end of the day, you get a chance to maybe get a championship ring, take home that big wooden trophy.
Let's talk first about the Yellow Jackets. Perennially, they have big men that lead the way. Chris Webber, Shane Battier. That is not the case this year, is it?
A lot different than what we've seen in the past. This Yellow Jackets team is built for speed, superb athleticism, and this trio of Diani, Sumner, and Price, so difficult to stop. A terrific trio, small, superbly athletic, each capable of 20+ in the defensive dilemma. Who do you focus on? All three are dangerous weapons.
The Hurricanes have some firepower of their own. Who will they bring out to try and challenge those three? They've got some bigs that can do the job.
Well, just as Country Day is built for speed, this Detroit team is loaded inside with power game. Big studs that do their best work inside. We're talking about Martin and Ziegler. They are a powerful tandem. They work in conjunction to own the paint for Detroit Community. Now, let's go further in depth. Ziegler gets to the rim nonstop. No fear to his game, a load. Physical, tough, and talented. And his partner is Jarrell Martin. He is a really good support guy, does a lot of nice work on both ends on the glass.
Detroit Community fought very hard to get to this Class B final. Can they pay it off with a win over Detroit Country Day's Yellow Jackets? The stage is set for what should be an outstanding Class B final. We will tip it off in a moment. Detroit Country Day against Detroit Community in the Class B finals.
They come from all over the state, all looking to fulfill the same dream. They shed blood, sweat, and tears on their journey. Their friends and family follow them, support them, driving the fire that burns within each young man. For they represent not just themselves, but their communities. Today, they converge on the Breslin Center, where their march to March concludes. As these bands of brothers take the floor together one final time, and through teamwork, leadership, and effort, a select few will leave as champions. The NHSAA Class B Boys Basketball Finals begins now on Fox Sports Detroit.
As coaches, we've done everything we can to prepare. We've scouted, we've practiced hard, we've put together a schedule. We've done everything, and now it's your opportunity. Now it's your opportunity to go on this great stage, have a memorable life.
Man, you get the blow. What y'all think? Great. Great. Right. Can you get this done?
And now, let's meet the starting lineup for this evening's game between the Hurricanes of Detroit Community High School and the Yellow Jackets of Detroit Country Day High School. For Detroit Community, at forward, number 15, Jarrell Martin. For the Yellow Jackets at forward, number 10, Maury Diani. For Detroit Community, at forward, number 35, Byron Ziegler. For Detroit Country Day at forward, number 22, Maurice Ways. Guard for the Hurricanes, number 1, Ramel Robinson. For the Yellow Jackets at center, 25, Kristen Wright. Guard for Detroit Community, number 5, Landy Davis. For Detroit Country Day at guard, number 4, Edmund Sumner. And for Detroit Community at guard, 23, Demetrius Rose. For the Yellow Jackets at guard, 14, Austin Price. Head coach, Detroit Community High School, Phineas Jordan Jr. Head coach, Detroit Country Day, Kurt Keener. Officials tonight.
So the coaching matchup, if that's a factor, Tim, the advantage would be maybe Kurt Keener, who's got a wealth of experience, success in these championship games, and Phineas Jordan Jr., the other bench, first year. An uphill battle for them just to maybe get to this final game.
And Kurt Keener is a coaching legend in the state of Michigan. Lofton Green, the great coach from River Rouge, number 1 all-time in victories. Kurt Keener coming up on his tail real quick. Next year, Country Day, 100th year in service, and you just kind of wonder how long is Kurt Keener going to continue coaching. I'm very intrigued, Dan, with this matchup. Country Day, one of the smallest teams that I can remember for Kurt Keener. They're guard heavy, and Detroit Community is going to come in here, and they want a powerhouse attack. Go right inside, go right to the rim.
The last couple of years, it was the Lansing Sexton team that was dominant in Class B, but they're out of the picture, and Country Day may be ready to get back on that championship stage, and the tap saved by the Hurricanes. This game has the potential for a lot of up and down basketball. And a three-point knockdown make from Byron Ziegler, who wants to get his game going early.
Don't be surprised. That's a Big East athlete playing at South Florida next year. Big reputation and a game to back it up. Prolific is the word I would use to describe the Yellow Jacket offense. They average right around 80 points per game.
Patience, now the jump shot, an air ball miss by Diani. And they miss on the follow-up. Not a great first possession for Country Day.
Offensively, a lot of 3-out, 2-in.
And a nice pass and the cut to the basket. No finish, though. Frustrating when you can't convert the point-blank shots. Square up jumper and a knockdown make for Christian Wright.
Christian Wright's going to build his confidence, and he's got a major job on his hand dealing with Ziegler. Really, Phineas Jordan is not a huge X's and O's guy. Prefers to let his players have great freedom.
Ball rotation for the jam, and Jarrell Martin. Yellow Jackets get going the other way, and a block inside on Christian Wright. Ball on the floor. Held ball, and the Yellow Jackets will keep possession. So Country Day hasn't had too many difficult challenges this year. And in the corner, it's Austin Price.
That's what Country Day does. They prefer to play in transition. In the half court, they drive and kick, knock down a ton of threes.
Ball saved by the Hurricanes. We'd like to welcome the viewers who just watched Michigan beat Miami in the CCHA semifinals. Welcome to Breslin. Dan Gutowski and Tim McCormick with Justin White. And the Class B finals between Detroit Communities Hurricanes and the Detroit Country Day Yellow Jackets.
One of the smallest teams. There's no Chris Webber or Shane Battier. Don't see DeShante Riley or Amir Williams. This is all perimeter.
Austin Price on that Yellow Jacket miss, but they scramble to pick it up. And a little bit too much. Maury Dehani on the carry. So Country Day is a little bit guard heavy this year. And that's the legendary Kirk Tiener, who can't remember how many state titles he's won. There have been so many.
Poet Thomas comes in the game. Sometimes he gets lost because of his large girth and a fast up-tempo affair. He becomes a lot more important against a team like Community that likes to go inside.
Jumper make from that wing by Ramel Robinson. And as we talked earlier, it's Detroit Community looking to use a little bit more of their inside size. You just saw the easy rebound for Byron Ziegler, one of their bigs.
You look at Community's record, Dan, doesn't blow you away, but they've played really good competition to get ready.
And a baseline make, Demetrius Rose. Lots of shots going in for Detroit Community. They've shared the ball very well early. 3 of 3 from the floor. Three-point miss by Austin Price, and that rebound for the Hurricanes lets them go to work on offense. Pull up, easy shot for Landy Davis.
Exactly the start that Detroit Community and Vineas Jordan Jr. were looking for. They're getting very good shots. Country Day has taken a lot contested.
They've scored 8 straight, and how about the block by Jarrell Martin? Excellent offense early, but the block is what everybody's excited about here at Breslin. Martin 6'6", 200 pounds.
Everybody seems very confused. The players thought they were going to the bench. But this is going to be finished with free throws. I really like that statement by Martin. Sending the message, you guys can shoot whatever you want from the perimeter, but nothing is happening in the paint.
25, right, it's 2. Shooting foul.
2 free throws coming for Christian Wright, who's explosive player under the basket for the Yellow Jackets.
I'm going to call this play not in my house. Why don't you go hang on the perimeter? And remember, Country Day and Detroit Community played yesterday in the semifinals. Perimeter jump shooters are tired. Can you count on your outside jump shot with fatigue? For Detroit Community, they're still big. They're still going to be effective inside.
The second one rolls home, and it's Ramel Robinson dialing up the 3 ball to get the Hurricanes in action early here against Country Day.
Back here at the Breslin Center, Detroit Community out to an early 7-point lead. Well, what a difference a year has made for the Hurricanes. Last season, they were disqualified from the playoffs because of an ineligible player. That player, was Jarrell Martin. He transferred in from another school. There was a misunderstanding, and the Hurricanes were disqualified. Well, this year, he's averaged 11 points and 10 rebounds a game. He's made life much, much easier on Byron Ziegler. Jarrell is also a 4.0 student, helps all of his teammates with their homework, and Coach Jordan has said he is the most coachable kid on the team. Dan and Tim, we have already seen Martin's impact on this game tonight.
Yeah, the Hurricanes come into this game with a lot of emotion based on how last season ended. Maybe the worst way possible. True competitors want to compete. When you're denied that chance, you burn to get another one, and they've got one tonight. And that's Daryl Smith on the drive. As we take a look at how these teams got here. Fairly easy semifinal wins for both of these teams. Flint Powers Catholic is the proverbial craw for Country Day, but they were able to handle Flint Powers this year.
A+ start, Dan, on the offensive end, and Kurt Keener knows that they're going to have to elevate their defense. 5 out of 6 from the field, including, get this, 3 out of 3 from beyond the arc from 3 different players.
Ziegler cannot make that one. Country Day subbing in Maceo Baston, who, of course, that Maceo Baston, whose father played at Michigan. And back-to-back misses by Ziegler. Yellow Jackets have not shot well, but an inside look for Deshaun Lewis. Tries another one. That one's going to go.
A really nice bench spark by Lewis. Sometimes you don't get a chance to get as many opportunities as you want, but he came right in the game. Beautiful shot fake, draw contact. It's a good idea when you're going up against shot blockers, is just give them that little shoulder fake and they're up in the air.
Lewis broke his finger last year, could not play much for the Yellow Jackets, so he's trying to make some noise early here. And the Hurricanes have come out with some very good shooting early here.
No deception what Country Day wants to do, and the beauty of that last basket, that allows them to set up the press where they play their best ball.
Ball loose on the floor, the Hurricanes gobble it up. Open look three-pointer, up and in. As Jason Bike starting to contribute. Boy, this is a very liberal, democratic offense. Everybody is scoring for the Hurricanes.
4 out of 4 from beyond the arc.
Good look down low, but a clean block. Nothing good that time for Deshaun Lewis. Baseline jumper, a knockdown make. Deshaun Lewis stepping outside to get the jumper down.
Defensively, Country Day trying to cut the floor in half, not afraid to trap.
And steal. Or not. Held ball. Looks like Detroit Community will retain possession.
Now, I want you to take a look at this trap. What they're going to do is, as soon as he turns his back, you're coming from 2 angles. The other defenders are getting in a position to maybe get that steal. There's only one guy covering the rim. Nice idea by Kurt Keener.
Off the inbounds, they go right to the rim. A travel. Aggressive take to the hoop by Ramel Robinson, but it's all for naught. And Country Day is quietly getting back in this game.
About a third of Country Day's points this year come in transition. And they're really going to need to get Edward Sumner into this game offensively.
He was very strong in the semifinal win. Couldn't make it there, but Baston able to clean up off the miss. Sumner only a junior, but his interest from college basketball coaches is starting to heat up. We get our Detroit Community School profile. This is the resume that they have. Is again only 4 home games this season. They've had to go all over the place to find games, find opponents, and they find a lot of quality opponents as well.
And lost to Southeastern by 2. We saw how good they are. They played at Romulus, at Consortium, Southfield Christian, Cass Tech, Chicago, or they played all the big boys.
Austin Price off balance for the score.
Country Day fans will miss the play of Jordan Price. Played at DePaul as a freshman. Not much of an opportunity for him, but a lot of skills. Austin will be playing at Lehigh next year for Brett Reed, Dr. Brett.
Turned down a chance to play at Yale.
So you're telling me he's a smart kid, not because he turned down Yale, but drawn some high-level interest. Shot clock down. Watch for high screen and roll.
Robinson checked by Sumner. He'll take it himself. And a shot at the buzzer, short by Jason Bike. So the Hurricanes hold the lead, but it's a 10-3 Country Day run to close out the first quarter. We're trying to find out who's going to be our Class B champion, Detroit Community or Detroit Country Day.
I know when I took over June 15th, you know, all we talked about was being able to play March 23rd. You know, being able to win March 23rd, actually. And so that's been the only goal. So, you know, and in Detroit Community, we're not in the league, so there's no conference playoffs, no anything like that. We were only getting ready for the state tournament.
Benias, the first-year head coach. The youngest guy is the head coach. Lots of veteran experience on the bench.
His dad is a former coach in the PSL for 12 years. Coach Moore, football coach. Coach Bonner, Coach Johnson, they're all very loyal. He said, I'm surrounded by a bunch of experience. These guys are all over 50, and I said, what's wrong with that?
Long distance triple. That's a rollout miss for Sumner. Sumner rolled up 30 points in the Yellow Jackets semifinal win last night. In the paint, not quite for Demetrius Rose.
A pretty nice response on the defensive end by Country Day. Has a travel. Unforced error. One of the big similarities, we talked about the difference of Country Day being small and transition oriented. Detroit Community being bigger and half-court oriented. Both of these teams give a lot of freedom in the half-court. Very few offensive sets being run so far.
Bounce pass in the lane, no passing lane there, and the Yellow Jackets get the ball and call the timeouts.
Detroit Country Day timeout.
So now it's turned into a one-point game here after a auspicious start by Country Day. Join us again tomorrow night when the Wings battle the Ducks. NHL action here on Fox Sports Detroit. Coverage starting at 7:30 with Red Wings Live. And while we've got this time out, let's join Justin White.
Well, Danny, let's remind people out there to get involved with our hashtag battle on Twitter. For this game, Country Day, it's Go Yellow Jackets, and for Community, it's Go Hurricanes. Check us out on Twitter at Fox Sports DET, guys.
So early second quarter, and I got a sense, Tim, that really neither team has kind of found their groove yet.
A good defense, active defense. This is going to be a battle of endurance. Very athletic teams 3 Division I guards for Country Day. A couple of talented big guys and plenty of support for Detroit community. I think that 80s would be a bad idea in this contest for community. 70s a bad idea as well. I think that their best chance to win is somewhere in the high 40s, low 50s, max.
So the officials concur that it is Hurricanes basketball. And they have not realized there's a press on. And that press is broken, and almost finish. How did that ball stay out? They steal it right back. Daryl Smith on the miss. Inside, Jason Bike. He'll get a 2-shot foul.
Jason Bike, 6'5", superb athlete in the semifinals. 10 rebounds in 11 minutes. There's no hesitation in his mind. Shots up, he is crashing the glass.
6'5", 165 pounds. Not the kind of body that says, I want to bang inside.
In the semis against Godwin Heights, Detroit Community won by 21 points. A lot of their best work, +9 on the glass.
Bike used to get down on himself too much, a little bit too emotional. But he was poised and precise there with back-to-back free throw makes, and he will sit down for Vineas Jordan.
And Byron Ziegler back into the game. 5 quick points, couple of rips on the glass.
Ball mishandled on the sideline, and it's a giveaway by Country Day.
Had a chance to go and watch Country Day in the districts. They played Notre Dame Prep. Showed a lot of class keeping the score down, and I really was impressed with the unselfishness, how they were able to share the basketball.
So the Hurricanes give one back. And Kirk Keener acknowledged the obvious. He says, hey, I got a deep bench. I got guys that deserve to play. And they got their minutes in that game. Nice jumper. Boy, that's a great looking shot for Maceo Baston. How good was his dad's jumper in Michigan? Was it that good?
Yeah, his dad was an excellent shooter, played in the NBA. Maceo Baston, nice drive and kick. That's a straight. Notice when he shoots the ball, everything is in a straight line. And transferred in from Troy High School. I think the transition has been difficult for him. As a young player, the competition that Country Day plays is phenomenal. Some very good players ahead of him. Anxious to see where he takes his career next season.
The Yellow Jackets have their first lead of this game. Tough going down low, and Jarrell Martin will take the contact.
Country Day foul 22 Wade.
It looks to me like Country Day has a complete roster of 6'3", 6'4", 6'5" athletes. All similar builds, all capable of knocking down shots and getting up above the rim.
Martin, we talked about his academic prowess. He's set to study engineering. So he is as aggressive in the classroom as he is on the floor here, and the Hurricanes come back to take the lead on the free throws. Hard handle inside for Deshaun Lewis. They get a good look, and it's a held ball, and it's Hurricane basketball.
Going inside might be a dangerous proposition for the Yellow Jackets. They do their best work in transition and beyond the arc. And a little bit of a surprise, Edmund Sumner, top 100 caliber player in the nation, held scoreless so far by his community defense.
Tough shot, air ball miss, but a Country Day foul. Here's Sumner at his best against Cadillac.
Yeah, just playing with ease. Creative playmaker. Deep range on his shot. Not a lot of moving parts. It's kind of like a real good golfer that putts the ball. Very, very limited movement when he shoots the ball. That's why he's so consistent.
In the paint, short shot missed. Deshaun Lewis. Hard drive and one. Boy, is that athleticism from Byron Ziegler. They wave it off, but boy, the athleticism sure looked good.
It looked like he was there. Feet set. Easy call. Against really good teams, you're not going to drive from the three-point line and get all the way. Help defense is always coming. Looks like a little zone.
And the Yellow Jackets try and shoot over the top of it. Christian Wright the miss. Good baseline cut, but a better baseline block by Lewis. We got an injured Country Day player. The officials are going to take time and take a look at Maceo Baston. Looks like he got a bump around the eye, but it was off the ball.
What a job Kurt Keener has done over the years at Country Day.
Austin Price re-enters for Maceo. They go back and forth and fire from the corner. That's a Price miss.
Yeah, 1 for 7 from 3 so far for the Yellow Jackets.
Low post move. No finish, though, for Jarrell Martin. And a touch foul. And that's on Landy Davis, his first. Timeout here at Breslin with Sparty standing on guard outside. Our Class B finals continue.
Country Day's success has created a great tradition. It's a great school and a great athletic program, and so we talk about the scholar-athlete tradition. And we challenge the kids to be a part of it, to put their brick in the wall, so to speak, of this program that we have. And again, when they buy into it and they're willing to put their kind of own individual aspirations and goals secondary to the team, then you can be very, very successful.
Kurt Keener has never lost in a championship game here with this Yellow Jackets. As we take a look at the history, the tradition, the titles. You know, it's one thing to get good talent, which Country Day usually has. Sometimes the challenge is how you manage that.
The Sexton State Championship, powered by Ray McCallum. Ray's a star at U of D right now. Amir Williams at Ohio State. A lot of talent coming through.
Hurricanes trying to bump their lead up after that takeaway turnover. Three ball up. Three ball missed by Demetrius Rose. Edmund Sumner ball handling. He will take it to the basket, but he will also launch the three ball as he did there. Two shots with Maurice Ways missing, and a foul on Deshaun Lewis.
Really impressed with the play inside, going into the lane, offensive rebound opportunities. That's the 6th offensive rebound so far for Country Day.
Hurricane foul 32.
Which we did not necessarily expect. Did not expect that because, again, as we talked earlier about the size advantage that they have inside. Lewis can't finish the second one. Tapped out of bounds. Yellow Jackets basketball.
After a real quick start by Byron Ziegler, the featured weapon. Quick three, early two. Not getting much done at this point.
Alley-oop inside. Sumner tried to finish.
Ziegler had 2 quick fouls and he's sitting. Country Day jumping.
And the Hurricanes are running. Ball mishandled, but they keep control. And they bring pressure on the ball. And the touch foul is on Landy Davis. Second foul.
All right, let's take a look here. Edmond Sumner's going to make a quick cut to the back basket. Watch it, all set up, back screen. I love the fact that he caught the ball and came down. Dan, we're seeing about 10% success rate on alley-oops in the high school playoffs. Very wise to come down with it, make sure you've got a good grip on the ball.
The Hurricanes take the timeout. Trailing by 2 as we go into that Detroit Country Day huddle.
Be aware they may try to throw a lob back over there. Okay, as we're denying you. All right. Offensively,
Let's go stack next possession. All right, stack. Hold the screen on the big kid. We double screen the big kid and he still got through and stole the pass. Hold the screen.
Okay? Hey, listen. Our defensive pressure right now got them boys rattled.
Yeah.
Keep it up, man. 2 more minutes. Here we go.
Play hard. 1, 2, 3.
One thing that I like about Kurt Keener is he is developing his staff right there. Ricky Palmer playing the role of offensive coordinator, calling the sets. Coach Keener feels like he has a whole collection of future coaches in his coaching roster.
Robinson handling, but Sumner putting pressure on him. You know, I just noticed something, Tim, is we get a touch foul. Edmond Sumner, look at his right wrist. It's got a blue bandage on it. Edmond Sumner for Detroit Country Day, he's got a kind of a blue support thing on his wrist. I'm not sure if he played with that yesterday. That's on his right wrist.
At this point in the season, everybody has something that's sore and bothering them.
So a foul on the shot.
Yeah, with his length, looks like possibly a minor thumb injury. Plays with ease. The 30 points yesterday came effortlessly. You look at his stat line, and Edmond Sumner, 9 for 15, made all 7 of his threes, helped on the glass. To score 30 on 15 shots is just fine.
Nazir Wallace has entered for Country Day as Sumner makes both free throws. Robinson takes the contact and dribbles around it. And inside for Jason Bike. Edmonds gets tripped on the other end on the drive.
When you're playing against man-to-man full-court pressure, you'd like to break the press with the pass. But here against zone, they've got the trap. What they're going to do is they're going to come up and try to cut off angles, splitting the difference. The best way to possibly beat the zone press is to get out there and beat it with a couple dribbles.
Kurt Keener told us yesterday that with Sumner, he's always been a fearless player regardless of size. He went through a growth spurt last year. He's 6'3", 160 pounds, so a skinny body player, but He plays with a lot of aggression. Nice pass and a block. Jarrell Martin wanted to get the easy one.
Let's take a look and see.
Christian Wright called for the foul.
Good call.
One shot.
Every time Country Day can speed up the tempo, they have no problem. They'll give Community a layup or a quick shot. If it gets them the ball back, they want this thing to be high scoring, high tempo.
Sumner's becoming a factor now in this game, but getting them from the free throw lines because his outside shot hasn't been going.
One shot, ball is on for Sumner.
Sports officiating, not easy, not for everyone, but maybe it's for you. To become a registered high school game official, call or click the Michigan High School Athletic Association. You can help keep officials in the game by respecting their efforts and their willingness to step up and help kids.
About 70% of Detroit Community's offense is coming right in the paint.
Ramel Robinson with an exclamation mark on that point. From the wing, nothing but net for Maceo Baston. Making the most of his minutes off the Country Day bench.
But Maceo wanted that ball early. You see him clapping his hands?
Ball almost turned over. Now a reach-in foul. It's on Edmond Sumner. Not a good time to give up a foul. That's his first.
All right, ball's coming down into the corner. I want you to watch Maceo Baston find his spot. Ball reversal. You can double team strong on the ball side. Maceo starts clapping for right there. Give me the ball. I'm hot. I feel it. Yes.
Country Day slowly starting to build their lead as we get to our final minute of play in this second quarter. Daryl Smith at the free throw line had been a starter for a good chunk of the year, but now he's coming off the bench. Undersized, 5'7", 150 pounds. Only a sophomore.
This is where Country Day specializes. A drive and kick offense. Sumner surrounded by three-point weapons. I like their chances.
Yellow Jackets are going to hold and try to get the last shot of this first half.
Zone defense, good adjustment.
Sumner may have to get it off himself. Oh, the drive and the finish. Well, that's the guy you want shooting, and a great decision to penetrate.
And I love the fact he broke down the D, a killer move. He finishes, what a tough Ben Gordon-like runner, and then he keeps his mouth shut. Doesn't say a word. Let's just go into the locker room, guys. We've got the lead.
Nothing easy about that make. Let's check in with Justin White and Kirk Keener.
Well, Coach, a late surge has your team up 6 at the half. What was the key there late in the second quarter?
I think we were able to get some stops. They came out and were on fire, and we felt comfortable to be down a few points when they were shooting 80% from three-point range. We were able to get some stops, and Ed Sumner, we got him going to the basket. When he goes to the basket, good things happen. Either he gets fouls or he makes shots like that last one.
Of your team's semifinal win, you said it was more of a track meet than a golf match. Talk about the pace of this game and how that plays into your team's hands.
Yeah, it's not the pace pace we would prefer. We told the kids that community has the ability to slow it down and play that zone, and they're so dang long that we might have to play ugly and we might have to play a different style. So we're prepared for it, and hopefully we can execute the second half.
Appreciate the time. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Detroit Country Day up 6 in the final state championship game of the day here at the Breslin Center. When we come back, a recap of all the championship games we've had thus far here in East Lansing. Back here at the Breslin Center, Country Day leads 31-25 at the half here in the final state championship game of the day. Well, what a day it has been. Lots of emotion, lots of great basketball. Let's take a look at the previous scores from the day. In Class D, Southfield Christian takes out Tri-Unity 65-46. In Class A, it was Romulus 61-49 winners. And in Class C, a nail-biter as Beecher edges Langsburg 40-39. Here's how it all went down from the Breslin. Class D, Bakari Evelyn showing off his skills, hitting the jumper, and then the alley-oop to DeMarco Weiss. Back-to-back for Southfield Christian, they win 65-46. In Class A, Romulus and Southeastern, and that's E.C. Matthews doing his thing with the drive and the hoop. And then Matthews stepping out for the three. He had 20 points, 10 rebounds. Romulus' first title since 1986. They win 61-49. And in Class C, what a game between Beecher and Langsburg. Markel Lucas for Beecher, nice move inside. And then Mr. Basketball, Monte Morris, who played much of the game with a stomach flu. He had 16 points, and Beecher edges Langsburg 40-39 for its second straight Class C title. Still some unfinished business to get to, though, from here at the Breslin Country Day, leading community 31-25. Much more coming up right after this.
Country Day survives a rough start. They move to a 6-point halftime lead here over Detroit Community in the Class B finals. We welcome you back inside Breslin. Tim McCormick, I'm Dan Gutowski. And Tim, some impressions of what you saw in this first half?
I thought that both teams did an exceptional job competing for a championship. A lot at stake. They're tired. Their legs are fatigued. Their minds are fresh, and they're saying, come on, legs, let's go. Let's jump really high. Let's run really fast. And sometimes the legs just aren't there. But, you know, a lot of times we focus on sweet shooting and athletic plays of the basket. I'm really impressed with the defense, and so in our highlights, I think it's important to focus on the fact that these guys are really competing, and you're forcing some turnovers. 15 turnovers combined. And when you look at the ball pressure, typically, if you've got guys that are confrontational on the defensive end, they make simple plays that they don't normally make. This is the highest level defense that either one of these teams have faced in the high school tournament so far this year.
Let's break down our first half numbers. Detroit Community not getting off as many shots as the Yellow Jackets, but second points and offensive rebounds. Good for Country Day.
That's really been a significant part of their attack, is missing shots, go get it. An 11-1 advantage in second chance points. That's the difference in the game so far.
Question now for strategy-wise in the second half. The Hurricanes getting Ziegler the ball a little bit more down low. That's got to be a priority, right?
A quick start for Byron Ziegler. He's a stud. There's no denying it. Big East recruit. And so what happens, he's scoring 5 quick points. He's doing nice work on the boards, gets his second foul, and sits out. He is the hammer, and they run their whole offense through him. So Country Day better be careful, because in the second half, Byron Ziegler is going to be the most rested guy on the court.
We're getting close to the start of our third quarter. It's the Class B Finals, our last championship game of the day here in East Lansing. Someone's going home with hardware. More from Breslin after this.
Welcome back to the Breslin Center. Country Day with a 6-point lead here at the half. Joined now by the head coach of Detroit Community, Vineas Jordan Jr. It was a good start for your team to the ball game. What did you like most about the way you guys played in that first half?
Energy, and we made a couple shots, so that was big for us to get off to a good start. But then we had a letdown, letting Sumner get in the lane too much.
What was the message to your guys in the locker room? Obviously, they proved they can play with Country Day in that first half. What do you guys have to do to push past them here in the second?
Keep fighting, stay out of foul trouble. They got about 4 offensive rebounds, and Sumner keep getting in the lane, but I'm not worried. We'll fight back. We've been doing it all season, so we'll be all right.
What'd you think of the way you guys handled the press in the first half?
Good. We had a couple of turnovers, and that's probably going to happen, but we did a good job on it.
Coach, we appreciate the time. Good luck the rest of the way. Guys, back over to you.
All right, Justin, thank you. And his counterpart, Kurt Keener. Let's delve into that Country Day Yellow Jackets locker room and hear what he told his team.
Sometimes you just got to grind it. Sometimes you just got to be tough. Okay, and you got to get rebounds, and you got to get stops, and you got to make smart plays, not turn the ball over. Okay, and that's what this game is going to be. Okay, they protected their big guy, got 2 fouls, and took him out the second quarter. He'll come back in flying around, but we got to continue. We got to continue to own that midline.
Own the midline, right in the middle of the paint. Defensively, Country Day, their goal is to take away the center of the paint, make Community come from the perimeter. They did a very good job because, remember, the advantage that we expected was going to be points in the paint. Country Day actually has a 10-6 lead in an area we thought that Detroit Community might dominate.
Join us again tomorrow for the CCHA Mason Cup Championship game. Coverage starting at 2 p.m. right here on Fox Sports Detroit. We start to wind down the college hockey season. This is the end of the high school basketball season. College basketball's got a few more weeks. And there's the guys that we talked about in the open. The three-headed monster, if you will, for Country Day.
Support-wise, I thought that Country Day really had a lot of help from their bench. Sumner, Diani, and Price normally average over 40 points between the three of them, only 14, and they have a comfortable lead of 6 points.
And there's the numbers for the Hurricanes and their big guns. So really, we're kind of still waiting for the premier players on each team to kind of elevate their game a little bit. And Sumner 0 for 4 from beyond the three-point arc, and that is very much unlike what he showed us last night in their semifinal win over Cadillac.
Yeah, I'm kind of rethinking my comments earlier about how back-to-back scenarios, these guys must be tired. They play 4 and 5 games a day when they go to summer AAU tournaments. I think they're probably okay. Coming out in a zone defense, really spreading the court. Opportunities at the foul line for a flash. It's a good way to initiate the offense. There's a big hole right in the middle of the defense, right where it says Big Ten.
Yellow Jackets staying outside of that paint, though. Now they go inside. Easy score. And that's for Maurice Ways, 6'4", 195 pounds. Can't leave him that wide open. Hurricanes in a hurry. A little too late on the pass. And Ziegler could not catch the ball in a good spot.
And we talked about the hole in the defense. It's right here. Well, Mike Krzyzewski always says that the way that you attack a zone is along the baseline. All the defense is out on the perimeter. There's the hole right there. That is textbook zone offense by Country Day.
Timeout taken by Vineas Jordan.
Detroit Community timeout. 30-second timeout.
So Country Day is trying to take advantage of perhaps an early surge in this third quarter.
Hey, we're going box right here. Might have to break back, but if we don't get it, you all have to step out. All right, so go
box right here. Let's get a shot. Match up down here. Let's go. Let's go, fellas. We in there. One, match up. We still hard.
Let's check out and see what the box is. What they do is they've got 2 guys down low. We've got 2 at the free throw line elbows, and you're going to have a combination of side screens and back screens.
Ball stolen on the inbounds by Sumner. Could not finish. Ball out of bounds. The Hurricanes touched it.
I was never good in geometry, but that was not a very good box.
Nice scored. Easy look for Maury Diani. And Country Day has got the Hurricanes back on their heels. This is the best run we've seen until that finish by Ziegler. Well, there's a press break you could hang your hat on.
A bad idea to let him get going. Also, first bucket of the game for Maury Diani.
Sumner misfires on another 3. Short 10-footer missed easily by Wright. Play's starting to perk up a little bit here. Spin move. Hurricanes try to attack inside.
The Country Day does not want to play defense for long. Good idea for a long possession.
Oh, that's a tough 3-point make. Boy, watching him go is a lot of fun when he's hot. And a little pushback by the Hurricanes.
Yeah, I'm convinced if you make Country Day defend for 20 to 30 seconds, you'll get whatever shot you want. They're a red-hot defense that wants to play in transition. That's a foul.
Diani on the drive. Let's go back to a man-sized 3-point make here.
Take a look. This is really good defense and better offense. Coach Phineas Jordan said that when Byron Ziegler gets his motor going, he's the best player he's seen all year long.
Ramel Robinson called for the foul, but Sumner attacking the rim, and now a turnover. And contact before the shot. That foul is on Landy Davis. Ball touched by the Hurricanes, and they pick it up off the floor. They're going to go with numbers here. High flying left-hand score for Demetrius Rose.
I like the fact that Kurt Keener has changed his offense. Said yesterday that he's really been inspired to have to come up with a completely new offense that has no post game.
Well, they went right at the wrong guy as Ziegler able to block that shot.
No, but I like the idea. Ziegler has already 2 fouls. If he sits down, your job getting to the rim gets a whole lot easier.
Hurricanes try to creep back into this game. There's a big boost. Landy Davis drains that triple.
Consider themselves back in this game.
(11-2) is the run right now for Detroit Community. Sumner lost the handle and a strip. 2-on-1. They keep attacking, and they score. Little hook shot in the paint by Jarrell Martin. We have tied this game at 37. Open look jumper. Way to create space by Maury Diani.
See how long they take on their offensive trips.
The runner too strong by Robinson. Scramble for the ball right into the hands of Jarrell Martin.
Every time Community goes inside, they get good looks.
Hard crossover. Maury Diani on the drive, but he draws the foul.
Maury Diani is a smooth slasher. Makes threes, has the ability to be a stopper. Held Derek Walton from Chandler Park, his second best guard in the state, maybe the first. He and Monte Morris, the headliners, held Derek Walton 4 for 14 from the field. So he's long and he's capable of locking people up.
Third foul on Landy Davis. And Austin Price enters for Country Day along with Poet Thomas. Thomas will play football at Texas Tech.
Lineman, right?
Surprise, not a safety. Justin White will have more on Poet and his football career in just a bit. Foul is on Poet Thomas. So a timeout here at Breslin. A break here at the Class B Finals. Things get very interesting. A 1-point lead for Country Day here over the Hurricanes from Detroit Community.
Back here at the Breslin Center, Country Day with a 1-point lead late in the third quarter. See that guy right there, the big guy? That's Poet Thomas. He's listed at 6'7", 285. I talked to his dad yesterday, and he said he's actually more like 320. Now, in Poet's defense, he's going to Texas Tech to be an offensive tackle. And Coach Keener said he really worked hard to get his weight below 300 pounds after football season so he could play their up-tempo pace. His dad also had this gem. When he was younger, Poet had 3 toys: a football, a basketball, and a soccer ball. And his dad said, quote, "You ain't gonna be no goalie." Although, Dan and Tim, I would personally love to see Poet in goal in a soccer game.
Wonder where that soccer ball is.
I think he'd be a good hockey goalie. I don't know how he can skate, but how would you get the puck by him? He's a pretty good athlete, too. I watched him work out this summer. He has worked hard on his body.
So the Red Raiders are his football future. Now he wants to help contribute, win a Class B title. They could have used a rebound, but there's a Jason Bite score off the miss. Step back, three-pointer. Price on the miss.
A zone defense by Country Day for the first time. See if they can rebound out of the zone a little bit better. Nice box out. Might be a good idea to continue the zone.
Rose on the three-point miss. A Class C final earlier today went right down to the wire. This has the same kind of feel. Open look, Baston. Couldn't get that one. Over the back foul on Poet Thomas.
One of the most underrated skills in all of basketball is boxing out. Notice, 3 guys all grab a man and create a space only the Country Day can occupy. That's textbook. That's beautiful. If the ball hits the floor, that's a good box out.
Third foul on Thomas. Robinson draining the clock. Now he'll fire off balance, a little bit too strong. Up fake and a reverse finish. Austin Price. Not quite the finish, but he draws the foul. Lots of athleticism on that play.
Austin Price is a really strong leader. 3 years in the program. Some people would consider him one of the best on-ball defenders in the state. Was really inspired by Lehigh beating Duke in last year's first round of the NCAA. Decided he wanted to go there. Really good academic school, beautiful campus. Opportunity to play right away, especially with C.J. McCollum graduating.
Byron Ziegler is called for the foul, his second. Price hits the free throw. And Country Day's up 1.
The community has really had no problem with the Country Day press. And you see the reluctance to get out there and full court press. They were getting layup after layup.
Byron Ziegler off the floor right now for the Hurricanes. Misdirection. They can't finish though. Smart take by Daryl Smith.
Well, Vineas Jordan was saying, yeah, I like the penetration, but we would have rather run the clock down, get one opportunity. Now Country Day has a chance to go in the fourth with a lead.
Spin move. Oh, that was very, very nice from Sumner. He's had to get his points inside the lane and from the free throw line, but boy, that is a great way to end the third quarter for Country Day. Getting set for the start of our fourth quarter here at Breslin. Another tight game here in the Class B finals.
So let's talk a little bit about the journey of Coach Jordan, Vineas Jordan Jr. into the Breslin. Well, he started as an athlete at Cody High School. Played basketball, point guard, football, wide receiver, baseball, shortstop, and went to Alma, where he played 3 years of football and 3 years of basketball. Was an assistant coach at Macomb Community College for a year, and now he's surrounded himself with some very good mentors, including his father.
Lots of experience on the bench. They'll have to have a fourth quarter comeback if they're going to beat Country Day and win the Class B championship. Deani putting some good ball pressure on Ramel Robinson right now. In the corner. That's a not needed foul by the guy you don't want fouling. Edmund Sumner. Second foul on him, and it puts Landy Davis at the free throw line. MHSAA.tv will have live streaming coverage of the post-game press conference from this contest, plus an archive of all of this weekend's championship games here from Breslin. Bonus coverage of the basketball finals at MHSAA.tv.
When you look at the scoreboard, 44-43. This is community's pace. Country Day would prefer to play in the mid to high 70s. Very good defense on Edmund Sumner. Slow start to this game, not much in the second half.
Clutch free throws by Davis. Strong shot and make for Diani.
Country Day basket 10. Diani.
Patience and passing precision is important here. Kind of a knuckleball three-pointer miss by Landy Davis. Quick inbound to Davis. Almost held it too long out of bounds. Hard drive, clean block on the Jarrell Martin shot. Jarrell Martin, excuse me.
Let's see how the defense is. Moving feet, help side, long arms defensively. Detroit Country Day has very good athletes. They're long arms, good anticipation. And if you're searching for a weakness, it's on the boards. This is a small team in terms of having a big guy. Well, they've won the rebounding battle. And so far in this contest, headliner Byron Ziegler, only 8 points and 3 rebounds. Why? Saddled with foul trouble. He's got 3.
Now that one was on him. He's got 4. And a foul you absolutely did not need on the air ball miss. I guess it's a pass to Maurice Ways, who finishes. Touch foul. Ways follows the basket.
So Byron Ziegler is going to have to sit down, and right now Coach Jordan is saying, look, we don't need you over here. We need you on the court, and that's an unacceptable foul. You probably leave him out for 2 minutes, 4-minute mark, bring him in, let him go to work. Watching Austin Price, Maury Diani denying wings.
Landy Davis got a step on his defender, and Country Day has to foul to slow him down as we take a look at the tough schedule that the Hurricanes loaded up on this year.
Playing the tough teams. 9 losses is a big number, but they used those losses to grow. The Hurricanes did a phenomenal job of scheduling and then being able to grow from losses.
Another foul down low. And that's on Christian Wright. His second.
16 foul.
Davis with a dangerous inbounds pass, but it's controlled by Rose.
I like the way that Landy Davis plays. Never puts up huge numbers, but he really makes people better.
Hard three-point shot. That's a miss, but a follow-up score for Jarrell Martin. And a timeout taken by Vinaeus Jordan. And we'll take a break here at the Breslin as well. It's the Class B Finals. Only a 2-point lead for Detroit Country Day.
I got it there, Mom. Put it in your heart.
Yo, we stacked it up. We gonna go here. We gonna go here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. All right. So Ray, he's gonna be first. Ray, and he's gonna be here, Jay. No, and one of the. No, here we go. One of the bigs break. Meets you break. And Jarrell, you third. So point guard, pop back, okay? Hey, you in. Jarrell, tell Jarrell, act like you're going back to the free throw line.
So there's the words from Vinaeus Jordan trying to keep his guys focused. The problem really for the Hurricanes, Byron Ziegler with 4 personal fouls. Got to have him on the floor, but they're going to try to ride it without him for a little while. Price working hard to get the shot. Couldn't get the finish.
Might be about time to try to get Byron Ziegler back in the game and involved. He's the reason that they're here. And I don't believe they can win this game if he's not helping out.
Open look for Bike. Hustle rebound, but they can't keep possession. Out of bounds. Country Day ball. Off his left knee, tough break. Trying to make the hustle plays that you need. Sumner lost the handle, out of bounds. They say it's still Yellow Jacket basketball, and this is going to allow Vinay Jordan to bring his big gun Byron Ziegler back in with 4 fouls. Travel. Austin Price was trying to get himself a little space, but he forgot to put the ball on the floor.
Austin is a phenomenal shooter. Right there, he needed to be a little bit better dribbler. Big possession. 5 seniors for Detroit Community having a chance to do something historic at their school.
Davis left it short, but there's Ziegler to clean it up. Ball tapped. Here comes Price. Got the contact.
Now, Austin Price can really defend. You saw him playing the passing lanes. He has everything you're looking for from a defender. Long arms, quickness, rangy athlete. This guy's always capable of 7 or 8 threes in a game when he gets hot. Talking things over. Contact may have been before the shot, which would mean baseline out of bounds. That was the 16th foul now.
That is a shooting foul.
2-shot foul.
And both teams will be in the bonus from here on out.
At the line.
Now, where was the contact on the drive? Anxious to take a look. Big free throw.
The rim helping on the free throw. Here's the replay.
I agree with that. His intention was going right at the basket, and he had started initiation of the shot.
So Price with quality trip there for Country Day. Lead up to 4. Hurricanes have not shot well from the stripe. An attack by Ziegler. Join us again tomorrow when the Red Wings battle the Anaheim Ducks. It's here on Fox Sports Detroit. Coverage starting at 7:30 with Red Wings Live. The Wings and the Ducks tomorrow here on Fox Sports Detroit.
Who could make their free throws with the game on the line? Country Day is 11 for 15 from the free throw line. Detroit Community, not as good.
Still within striking distance, though. That one rings true for Ziegler, who's got 9 points. second leading scorer for the Hurricanes, and Kurt Keener's going to take a Country Day timeout here.
Country Day, 30-second timeout. Fight to remain in your seats.
Stop down here with the help side bailed on him, you know what I'm saying? That play could cost us. Get to the midline.
Let's see if they're in man to man. From here, everything's moved up. Okay? One special from right out here.
Sean, you be this guy, Mo Ways, you be on the other elbow.
Don't force it. If it's not there, it's not there. Then we're in motion. And we're 4 handoffs at least in motion. 4 handoffs in motion.
Mo got 4. You're on the elbow.
Let's go. Here we go.
Play hard, play smart. Good execution. 1, 2, 3.
Seniors on the roster and a full collection of assistant coaches. What they're going to do is run some globetrotter action, you know, the dribble weave up top, at least 4 different handoffs. And you heard from Mike Mansell, former star player for Country Day. Where's the discipline now? Will they get into their offense and show that patience? Remember, 4 handoffs. Let's see how they execute.
3 minutes left in our Class B finals. A 1-possession game. And a foul on the ball. That should be on Ramel Robinson, his second.
Detroit community foul, 1 Robinson, that's his second.
A lot of seniors for both teams. 7 for Country Day, 8 for Detroit Community. And that's what it takes to be great. Guys that have been there, they've built their bodies in the weight room, and both of these programs have committed a lot of time to try to get their seniors up to speed strength-wise. Clutch free throw, Edmund Sumner.
Country Day hoping he'll knock another one down here. Again, the outside shooting has not been part of his offense tonight. Yellow Jackets with a good push at the right time. They want to now commit to some good plays defensively. Ziegler called for the travel.
Maury Diani, Edmund Sumner, and Austin Price get a ton of recognition for their fine offense. I love them on the defensive end. Same strategy. Look for 4 dribble handoffs before they go to work.
They bring 2 defenders to Sumner. Price, kick out, baseline jumper from Lewis. And the Yellow Jackets are going to keep it.
Kurt Keener was referencing that maybe we don't want that shot from you right there. You know, you've got 3 big-time D1 athletes. Let them make the plays, and we will wear the crown. That's what Kurt Keener is saying to his guards.
Tough spot for Sumner, who got boxed in right in front of the Yellow Jackets bench, but it's still Country Day basketball. Sumner probably thought he might just finish that one there. Instead, he wisely passed out.
A 2-possession game. Very wise to run that clock, especially because Country Day is an excellent free throw shooting team.
Foul 23.
Foul is on Demetrius Rose. Diani at the free throw line. Cannot convert, loose ball out of bounds. Country Day gives it back. That could have been big trouble if the Yellow Jackets had controlled that rebound.
Christian Wright in the game, keeping fresh defenders. Last couple of minutes, it's going to be very important with a small lineup. Can Country Day rebound the ball? Can Community get Byron Ziegler involved? He wants it badly.
pull up and a block. That was Landy Davis taking the shot, but Country Day's defense rises to the challenge.
Edmond Sumner shows no emotion. He is so calm and cool out there.
Country Day ready to just stretch it out. Finally, the foul by Ramel Robinson.
Remember what Kurt Keener said to his team at halftime? He said sometimes it gets a little bit tough. You have to grind it out is the term that he used. This is a Country Day that averages nearly 80 points per game, and they blow people out with their transition game. That hasn't happened so far, but they found other ways to put themselves in a position to win, and now they have a chance to make it a 3-possession game with about 1:11 to go.
Poised at the free throw line. Country Days benefited from a good night there. Not much time for the Hurricanes to waste. Three-pointer off the rim, no. Rebound, Country Day. They reach in and grab the jersey, and I think that's going to be on Byron Ziegler. If it is, he's done.
The story of this game is that Byron Ziegler may actually be the best player on the court in terms of potential. Arguably, Country Day has 3 guys that could be in that equation as well. But in this contest, because of foul trouble, Byron Ziegler never got on his game. And that's the reason that Country Day looks like they are in a great position to win yet another state championship for Kurt Keener.
Ziegler gets a round of applause, but he's in the spot he doesn't want to be, on the bench. And Country Day ready to put this game on ice from the free throw line with Austin Price. 8-0 run, all of them on free throws for the Yellow Jackets. Good pass, good score by Jarrell Martin, who's been held in check offensively for a good stretch. He's got 13 points.
Timeout. Detroit Community, full timeout.
Let's take a look at what it takes to win a championship. That's closing the 3rd quarter. Edmond Sumner, smooth. Driving to the basket, Maury Diani. Knocking down the 3, no. Doesn't matter, offensive rebounds. Scoring in a lot of different ways, winning games on the defensive end. The formula is team basketball.
If they're locked up like this, you go touchdown. Touchdown to me. Hey, go. Hey, can't have anybody back here. Otherwise, Maury, you got a screen, and you're coming hard up, or you're rolling back to the ball. Best screen and roll of your life. Christian, best patience. Sit down and wait for it. Set a great screen. Wide open, wait for it so you don't move. Go. 3 timeouts. Wait for the screen. Set a great one. Roll back in your head. 1,000 watt. You got 3 timeouts. What are your timeouts?
So what do you think touchdown may be against the pressure?
That's a long distance pass going to try to get that bucket.
In this case, touchdown means championship.
Yellow Jackets not content to just ride out these final 41 seconds.
They have it possibly if they want it. They don't want it.
Sumner almost traveled. Good ball pressure, but a lot of white jerseys everywhere and a travel. Christian Wright got a little too close to the basket. Thought maybe he'd just score, and instead it's a turnover.
Well, 3-possession game.
Problem is you got to get some threes.
Yep.
And those are going to be hard to come by.
Especially with Country Day's length.
Hard drive. No finish for Rose. And the ball is saved, and Country Day is going to put this one on ice.
So that was touchdown.
It was all there except that last little bit.
And earlier this week, Amir Williams, who won a championship in 2010, big man for the Ohio State Buckeyes, advancing through the NCAA tournament, sent an email to his Country Day brothers talking about what it takes to win a championship. The coaches read it to the players. Looks like they've embraced it.
Wright putting this game beyond the reach for the Detroit Community Hurricanes, who played so hard all season. Sometimes getting here is just as important as winning the last game, as Edmund Sumner comes off.
10 out of 11 in the fourth quarter to close the game. That's a championship performance for sure.
A rare free throw miss. When they get to the finals, hard to match the success rate of that guy, Kurt Keener, 9-0 in championship games. They have enough to put down Detroit Community's Hurricanes in the Class B finals in 2013.
Two impressive teams. A lot of skill, a lot of talent, a lot of heart. Country Day today had a little bit more. Congratulations to the Yellow Jackets.
And the celebration continues. We'll have some post-game thoughts as we continue with Class B finals coverage from the Breslin Student Event Center. Country Day taking home the championship in Class B as they use free throws to beat Detroit Community here at Breslin. Take a look at the finals today from all of the classes. Class D this morning, Southfield Christian, a one-sided win. Romulus, the Class A champion, a very close game in Class C, but Flint Beecher, back-to-back titles for the Bucks, and then Country Day continues their winning tradition, now 9 championships for Kurt Keener, their head coach.
So many wonderful stories today, stories of perseverance, stories of hard work and academic excellence and teamwork and coaching. I just really enjoy seeing all the effort, not only for the players that get a chance to carry the trophy that says champion, but for the other teams, these are life lessons that will be part of their life years to come. It's really a great day for high school basketball here in Michigan.
And that's going to wrap everything up here as the Yellow Jackets celebrate their Class B championship. Our final score in the Class B finals: Kurt Keener and Country Day's Yellow Jackets over Detroit Community, 57-49. For our great production crew, Tim McCormick and Justin Whites, I'm Dan Gutowski. We thank you again for watching the High School Basketball Championships exclusively on Fox Sports Detroit.